Anyway, this DJ Moore popped out of the middle of no place. Popped out of the middle of nowhere, and yet he's an expert on the whole goddamn area and subject. Except for stuff that he doesn't know because he hasn't been up there, he's not in this exact area. But no, this was a breath of fresh air. I watched the whole thing, beginning to end. He had it right on that virtually everything he said, that Kenny Veach did not commit suicide, and but his thing was based upon, could Kenny Veach survive up there, when in fact he wasn't up there surviving eating roots. He just simply did a pretty quick hike up and down and over and back. So he talks about springs and stuff in the area and how he could have got to them. Well, those springs, those don't mean nothing. But he doesn't realize that because he's not in the area. But anyway, I want to point out, he asked about where he did his pine nut scene. Okay, and then I may point out some other stuff. It's got nothing to do with he was wrong about anything. No, he had everything right on. But where Kenny Veach did his pine nut segment, was here. That after you leave the cell phone mine, you walk along diagonally. You don't want to walk all the way down, then back all the way up to the saddle. So you walk along. Now, if you go here, you're going uphill. So you walk along and work your way down diagonally, and that's what he did. The videos show it. And so he did his pine nut thing right in here. Right in here. That is where he filmed the pine nut segment. Let's see what else he was mentioning. That when Kenny Veach came down from the pass to work down to do his fake MK video, he didn't go along these ridges or nothing like that. He did in fact come right down where I showed the white line. He just simply worked down. And then he came through the cut. This cut, that's called the cut. Okay, so I want to clarify that as to what he was wondering about. He did work down and come down through the cut. And then he turned around and looked back at the cut and filmed, boy, I just came down there. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. Okay, then he continues on. He continues on. And, along in here, he says you got to make sure to go down the right wash. Well, what he meant was up. Because going down, you're just following down the wash. Now, if you go backwards from the M cave up to here, you could go up here and get lost and end up. But that's going backwards. That's going up. But that's not important. Okay, so Kenny Veach gets along here, and he starts filming. I'm coming right up on it. It's right here. I'm coming right up on it. It's right here, right level with the wash, and there it is. And then he films it. And then he films it. Right there is exactly where he filmed the M cave. And he knew what it was. He knew what it was. He lied about it. Not maliciously, but he did lie about it, but that's not the one I'm looking for. Right there is where he filmed it. Okay, so he continues on and goes down Picture Canyon and works his way out. He turns around and fibs again. Well, I couldn't find that silly little cave. Are you sure? It seemed like it was so easy and so obvious. Okay, that's where he filmed it, right here. He was staring right at here when he filmed that segment. He then goes along and reaches the turtle. The turtle would have been right in this area. Right in this area, because he said, I've got about 3 miles to go. So it puts it somewhere right in this area. And then he goes back to the van all the time, knowing that he has plenty of water on him, but doesn't drink it. Doesn't drink it. He heads down and heads down, not drinking the water that was there, knowing that he was coming, he had made it. There no more risk. He was coming back up on his vehicle. He doesn't drink it. And then gets back to the vehicle here, and then, as if dying, drinks part of a beer. Oh, it burns, it hurts, I can't do it. So there you go. And he also, DJ Moore had it right on. This is the parking with a corral. There's a corral. But no, it was a breath of fresh air. Everything he said was right on. It was right on. I think it comes with age.